Hi, I'm Carolyn Dunn, Nutrition Specialist with NC State Extension, and welcome to Homegrown in the Kitchen. The Mediterranean way of eating has a lot of great concepts for us to eat a healthy diet. One of those is to eat lots of fruits and vegetables. If you want to learn more about the Med way of eating, you can go to our website, which you'll see at the end of this segment. But today we're going to talk about a recipe that includes two of my favorite ingredients, kale and Napa cabbage. It's a kale and Napa cabbage slaw. And in this bowl I have 2 cups of shredded Napa cabbage and 2 cups of shredded kale. I want to show you how to do that using a knife technique. It's very simple, called chiffonade. This is Napa cabbage. I like it a lot better than regular cabbage. It's a lot softer and milder. And to chiffonade something, you stack the leaves together like this and just roll them, or in this case we're just doing them in half. And you use your chef's knife, again keeping your fingers back, and you're just shredding this way. And you end up with nice, even shreds or chiffonades. Great technique to cut any leafy green or herbs like basil. So there's our Napa cabbage, and we'll add that to the 2 cups we have in the bowl. Now the kale is a little different. In the kale we have this very tough rib that's very hard to digest. We want to take that out because we're not cooking this, we're eating this raw. So we lay the kale down, and we want to just tightly trim out that rib and move that aside. That goes in our compost pile. And then we'll take the leaf of kale and roll it just like we did the Napa cabbage and chiffonade it very small. Again, keeping our fingers back. And we have those nice thin pieces of kale. Because we're eating this raw, we want these pieces to be nice and small. Now we need a delicious dressing to go on our slaw. And our dressing today is going to contain yogurt and some lime juice. In this bowl, I have a half a cup of Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. You could use any kind of Greek yogurt you want as long as it's plain. In fact, you don't even have to use Greek, you can use regular yogurt. Now just twist this to get it smooth. To this, we're going to add the zest of 1 lime. If you don't have a zester in your kitchen, you can just eliminate this ingredient and just use a little more lime juice. Then I have the juice from 1 lime, and I got lucky. My lime had a lot of juice, as you can see here. So if you get a lime that doesn't have so much juice, maybe you want to add 2 to this dressing. And that goes in. And then we want to add about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. And I'm not measuring this, I'm just eyeballing this. This is a dressing. The actual amount of ingredients is not critical. You just want a nice creamy dressing that's going to go on this slaw. Bottled slaw dressing has a lot of sugar, and you can see that I'm not using any sugar in this, no added sugar. But I am going to add some extra virgin olive oil. Just a couple of glugs, couple of tablespoons to lighten this dressing and give us those great monounsaturated fatty acids that are a big part of the Mediterranean way of eating. And we're going to whisk this all together. Now I'm going to taste this to make sure that it's seasoned correctly, and then I'll add some salt and pepper if needed. I always keep tasting spoons by so I can taste. It's really good. I'm going to add a couple of grinds of pepper and just a pinch of salt. We don't need a lot because we have that zestiness of the lime that really picks it up and brightens that dressing. So we'll add that in. We'll give it another quick taste with a quick clean spoon. Good to go. Now we're going to dress the greens. I'm going to pour this all over the greens. And I will tell you that I love to keep this in my refrigerator. It even gets better the next few days as the flavors meld together, and the cabbage and the kale absorb the dressing. This is a great slaw to use with fish, and you just keep mixing this until you have your greens fully dressed. You can use tongs, you could use your hands if you wanted to get some gloves and get in there and use that to break up the kale. But over time, this dressing will start to break that kale and cabbage down. It'll be a lovely light salad. Thanks for joining us in Homegrown in the Kitchen. You can learn more about this recipe and the Med way of eating at our website below.